Hello, my name is Sebastián Zacate Morales, and this is my experience video. I am going to be talking about immigration, some of the troubles, problems I've faced, some of the good and bad experiences I've been through, some of the feelings and emotions one feels when moving to a different country looking for better opportunities, and some of the differences I've noticed culturally between my country and the United States. So, a couple of things to begin with. I am originally from Mexico, and I am going to be telling you guys the story of how some of the experiences I've had to deal with as an immigrant from Mexico, some of the feelings I felt when, coming here, leaving my country, meeting new people, some bad things I've had to deal with over the years. So yeah, like I said, I come from Mexico, this very small city in Mexico City, this very small town in Mexico City. Uh, Everyone knew each other, or everyone knows each other. Everyone is very, very close to each other. I mean, in Mexico, we're used to having very big families and knowing the name of every family member and having a bond with every family member. I can tell you right now, I have at least one story with each of my cousins and uncles, and I have a lot of uncles and a lot of cousins. But yeah, um, for at least that's the way my mom saw it, right? A very good plan to make my sisters and my life better. Some of the feelings I felt when the idea first came up was just excitement. I mean, I hated Mexico actually. Like, even though it was where I was born and where I knew everyone, I never really liked it. I knew how the country's doing. I know how bad things were, how dangerous things are. So honestly, that feeling of being able to, feel safe going out, you can't really change that. I was excited. I was happy of finally leaving that country. Um, Once, after like 2 years of planning, looking at houses, looking at school zones here in the United States, is when we actually came. We came through the border in car, and once I had that feeling of happiness and excitement up until the point we reached the border. At that moment, I was terrified. I didn't know what was going to happen. And I knew that it was just a phase of my life that was done. You know, once I passed or crossed the border, that was it. I mean, there was no going back. So, yeah, we had the officers check our bags, check the car, normal stuff that to me was new and it was terrifying, but it was normal stuff. And once we actually made it to America, to the other side, I didn't really, like, you would expect that feeling of being scared to go away after, dealing with cops. But it didn't. It only, that feeling only grew and grew over the years. I mean, immediately after we made it to America, we got enrolled in school and bad things started happening, right? Last week, I became a citizen after 7 years of being here. Um, and even though it's been a really long time, it's been really hard. And it's the feeling of, sad, missing people, missing your old life. It's still there, you know? I can tell you right now that I am extremely happy with my life right now. and I would never go back to Mexico. I'm happy that we took this decision. Everything, I mean, at the end of the day, I learned to deal with bullying and racism, and I got over it. I met, like I said, I met amazing people. I made friends. I met my girlfriend, who I've been dating for 5 years. And my mom finally decided to leave this guy. So uh, we really are just at peace now. We have finally found, now that we're citizens. I mean, it sounds kind of stupid, but it really marked another end of an era, because now that all that bad stuff, at least the way I see it, is all that bad stuff that happened over the years, we can finally put it behind. You know, we're finally citizens. That was it. That whole process of naturalization and becoming a citizen, that whole thing, even though it's just a piece of paper, once I got that, this picture right here, I was like, that's it. Like, everything that we've gone through for this, and now I have it. So I'm just very thankful. Of course, there's still some feelings of sadness about my country. I miss it. I love it. I try to go as often as I can. I still have all of my friends there. My entire family's there. But I also have my life here now. And I was able to understand that, you know, I'm not living in Mexico anymore, but I am Mexican. And I wasn't born here, but now I'm American. So I'm proud to be Mexican American finally. And yeah, thank you so much. While I'm not able to go into too much detail about my experiences and some of the challenges I have faced because of time, I just want people to understand that, you know, your actions do have consequences, and you don't really know how much you're affecting this person you're making fun of, or, you know, you never really know what they are going through. And for my fellow immigrants, just know that, you know, this whole thing is a process, and at the end of the day, everything will get better. You will be able to get through it, all of this, the language barrier, the culture barrier. You're going to learn to not care what people have to say to you. So thank you so much for watching, and I hope you enjoyed.